Well, Kevin John is live now at Golden One Center. He's a busy man. And Kevin, I tell you what, the Kings, they don't make it easy for themselves, but this one was fun to watch.
Yeah, Chris, can I just start off by saying, can y'all put some respect on these Sacramento Kings? Okay, this was a national stage. This game was broadcast on TNT. The whole world was watching. The Kings went down 24 points to an opponent that had already beaten them twice this year, but the Kings did not flinch. Cool, calm, and collective. They came back. You know, we all heard this quote before in sports. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And that was indicative of the Kings tonight here inside of Golden One Center. Enough of me talking about it. Let's see how it all went down. Well, the Kings versus Warriors matchup is always worth the price of admission. 18,000 plus fans inside of Golden One Center, many of them there to boo that guy. Draymond Green making his return after a 5-game suspension. Needless to say, he's not much of a fan favorite here at Golden One Center. Maybe his return fired up the Warriors because they came out hitting on all cylinders. Golden State dropped 37 points in the first quarter and really busted this one open in the second quarter. Warriors stretched their lead to as much as 24 points in the frame, silencing the sellout crowd. Golden State would take a 17-point lead at the half. Andrew Wiggins led all scorers with 18 points at intermission. He had 29 on the night. And I'm not quite sure what Mike Brown said to his players during the half, but the Kings came out on a mission in the third quarter, thanks in part to De'Aaron Fox, who dropped 11 points in the frame. Kings outscored the Warriors 40-32 in the third, closing the Warriors' lead to single digits. All right, let's fast forward to 5 minutes left in regulation. The Kings trailing by 2. Sasha Vezenkov, more reliable than a Denny's at 3 a.m. He hits the big three, 8 points off the bench for the reigning EuroLeague MVP. But just like mosquitoes, the Warriors refuse to go away down the stretch. Steph Curry nails a three here, 29 points for the chef on the night. Now, with less than 2 minutes to go, De'Aaron Fox says, anything you can do, I can do better, partner. Fox nails the three, a team-high 29 points for Fox. Now to the end of the game. Kings trailing by 1, less than 10 seconds to go. Malik Monk, you may do the honors. Monk telling everyone inside of Golden One Center, you ain't got to go home, but it's time to bounce the heck out of here. Steph Curry would try a desperation three at the buzzer, but it doesn't go. And the Sacramento Kings come back from a 24-point deficit to defeat their NorCal rival 124-123. Now with the win, the Kings clinch Group C to solidify a spot in the in-season tournament quarterfinals. Light the beam. I think I could still hear fans outside of Golden One Center right now, still cheering, still elated, still excited. The game by no means necessary came easy for the Sacramento Kings, but at the end of the day, you'll take a W over a loss. And I'll tell you what, they sure know how to fool with the Kings fans' blood pressure in here tonight. A lot of uneasiness going on, but hey, in that fourth quarter, the Kings were able to finish strong. They got the W, and they will now be advancing to the quarterfinals of the in-season tournament.
Yeah, Kevin, lots to smile about at the end of the night. And like you said, the Kings are now going to move on to play the Pelicans in the quarterfinals. That's a team that they've played before, so what can we expect?
Well, the thing is, they recently played the Pelicans. They lost twice to them. Granted, that was in New Orleans. This time around, the Kings will have New Orleans on their home court. And we all know how home court advantage is here inside of Golden One Center with some of the loudest fans on the planet. So, of course, if there's anyone who can make adjustments, it is Mike Brown. Expect to see different rotations, maybe even a different defensive set going against this New Orleans team. So this time around, it may not be the same outcome we saw before, but of course, it's going to be a battle.
You know what? We don't mind if we got, like you say, we get that win in the end, right? In this case, we lit the beam tonight. An exciting game. Kevin, we thank you for that live report. You go home, get some rest. I tell you, hardest working man in sports.
Indeed.